All right, for math today, we are going to try to finish up the math in the packet for this week because I want to do a different lesson with you tomorrow. And honestly, I'm going to have you skip some of this stuff because we've been practicing it a lot anyway. So you can go ahead and cross out this first page. Oops, whoa. Okay, there we go. And then the second page, I'm actually going to let you cross out too, and we're just going to do the third page together. You've been doing most of this stuff already anyways, so I don't really see the need to do it all. So we are going to go to number 5. Use least common denominator to write an equivalent fraction for each fraction. Okay. Let's see. So we have 5/9 and 4/15. So this is exactly what you've been doing. Let me get my annotation tool out. So this would be us writing 9, 15, and then listing our factors. So we have 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay, 45, 54, 63, 72. Okay, and then same thing with 15. We would do 15, then we'd get 30, then we get 45. And if you look, 45 appears to be the one they have in common. That's the smallest. So you're just doing exactly what you've been doing. So you're going to do 5/9. Maybe. You're going to do 5/9 is equal to something over 45. And then 4/15, same thing here, over 45, because that was the common denominator we found. 9 times what gets us 45, and that's 9 times 5. So we have to multiply by 5 on the top as well. And 5 times 5 is 25. So this is one of your answers. You don't have to do anything else with it. You have 25/45. And then you would do 15 times what gets us 45. If you didn't know, you could count. So you'd have 1 times 2 times 3. This would be 15 times 3. And then you do times 3 to the top. And 4 times 3 gets us 12. So your answers here would be 12/45 and 25/45. Okay, so that's all you're doing for these problems. But I'll do another one with you. So let me clear that. Maybe if I can make it move. Okay. I know these ones look bigger. They're really not that bad, I promise. So I'm gonna have you do number 6 by yourself. And then I'm gonna have you do number 7 by yourself, and then I'll do number 8 with you. So you might have to kind of think about some of these. So you do 12 and you would do 18 because those are your denominators. See if I can keep this on the page. So we'd have 12, 24, 36, 48. And I don't know if that's far enough, but we're gonna check. So I would do 18. Then you could do 18 times 2 on your paper, or you could do 18 plus 18 if you didn't know. So that would actually give me 36. And then if I look, 36 is already a choice. So I can stop. I don't have to go back and add more. But then I do need to do the next step. So I would have 7/12 is going to be equal to something over the 36s that we just found. So over 36. So that's my first fraction. And then my second fraction is 5/18. And I want that to become something over 36. So we have the same denominator, our common denominator. So I need to think 12 times what gets me 36. Again, if you don't know, you can go over here and count 1. This would be 12 times 1, 12 times 2. So it must be 12 times 3. And then I do 7 times 3 also. which gets me 21. So one answer here would be 21 over 36. And then I need to figure out 18 times what is 36. And if I look, it's times 1 times 2. So I also multiply by 2 in the top, and you should easily know 5 times 2 would give you 10. So 10 over 36 would be your second answer. So that's how you do these four. You only have to do 2 of them by yourself. So number 6 and 7. If you look over here, I'm going to have you do number 9. Oops. Don't know how to fix that. Okay. I'm going to have you do number 9 because it's exactly what we did in these first two up here. Okay. So you're just finding the common denominator and writing the answer down on this line. For number 10, you have to kind of look. So what would be the least common denominator for the number 15? Okay. So it's going to be something that's a multiple of 5. Or we know 5 is going to get, we know 5 gets us like 15. So, you know, if I did 5, I did 10, I did 15. Okay, so I could think, okay, what about 2? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 15 is not in that one. I could think 4, so I could list by 4s. So actually, let me get a new text box. So I'm kind of just checking. So I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, oops, 12, 14, 16. And honestly, we just skipped, I don't think I can move this, skipped right over 15. So I know it's not 2. But then if I try 3, I do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 15 would work. So the number I'm looking for here for the bottom would be 3. Okay, so you would take your draw tool and you would write 3 here, or you could put it down here. Because if I list those multiples, the least common denominator I can find for 5 and 3 is 15. All right. And then number 11, I want you to try that. So 42 is the denominator. So what else can you list besides 6 to get 42 as a multiple? And actually, that's all I want you to do for these 2 pages. So math is pretty short today. It's going to be a little longer. It's going to be a little longer tomorrow because we are going to do something completely new. This you've already been kind of doing. You've been finding common denominators for quite a while, so I'm not super concerned about that. So you just need to do 6, 7, 9, and oops, forgot to circle it, number 11. And then the rest you should be, you can fill in because we just did them together. All right.